to lead a small unit into ancient ruins in the Ether Mountains. According to legend, these ruins held a lost artifact capable of changing the tide of the war. It was there, at the heart of a cave shrouded in mist and echoes of forgotten souls, that Edrin found the heart of eternity. The artifact was a pulsating crystal, its light shifting between hues of blue and purple, almost as if it were alive. Upon touching the heart, Edrin was consumed by a vision of absolute power, but also of terrible responsibility. He saw the underworld of shadows, a place where corrupted souls roamed, trapped in eternal torment, and realized that the artifact was both a key and a curse. With the heart of eternity in his possession, Edrin returned as a hero. He used its power to drive back the forces of the Shadowlands, uniting the kingdoms under a single banner. He was crowned as the first unifying king of Valengard. His reign brought peace, but also a heavy burden. He knew the heart's power had to be hidden, for in the wrong hands, it could open the portal to the underworld and unleash unspeakable horrors. Years passed, and the heart's power began to corrupt Erdogan. The crystal whispered in his mind, promising immortality and absolute dominion. Fearing the loss of his humanity, Edrin entrusted the artifact to his wife, Mira, a healer of pure spirit, who sealed the heart in a safe location, vowing to protect its secret at all costs. However, peace was short-lived. A dark sect known as the Order of the Eternal Night discovered the existence of the artifact and invaded Valengard. In a night of blood and flames, Idran fought valiantly to protect his family, but was betrayed by one of his own men, who had succumbed to the promise of eternal power offered by the Order. Before the eyes of his son Kegan, Edrin fell, sacrificing his life to give Mira enough time to flee with the artifact. Before dying, Edrin looked at young Kegan and whispered his final words. "Never let the heart fall into the wrong hands. Be better than I was." Thus began the legend of Kegan, who would grow to bear the legacy of his father, driven by vengeance, justice, and the desire to protect the world his father had sworn to save. And so, Kegan's story begins, marked by the pain of loss and the promise of a future where darkness will not prevail.
Again, Kegan. You know, most folks pay for their drinks before passing out on my counter, right? Come on, wake up. Unless you've decided to become part of the furniture.
If hell has a smell, it's this damn place.
Haha. Good to know your tongue still works. Now try getting those legs to do the same. Let's go. Or do you want another round to forget whatever it is that landed you in this state?
If forgetting were that easy.
Kegan, I'm no man to give advice, but I've seen plenty of others drown themselves on this counter for the same reasons. None of them found what they were looking for at the bottom of a bottle.
Who said I'm looking for anything?
Everyone is. They just don't all admit it. Look, I've heard rumors. They say the Order of the Eternal Night is stirring again. They're after something big.
What do you know?
Enough to know this is bigger than one man's problem. And there's someone in the castle who might give you answers. The king's been tightening the gates and seems troubled. Oh, so the dead man's alive again.
At least for now.
Then do me a favor. If you're gonna go out there playing hero again, try to come back in one piece this time. And when you meet the king, let me know if he's still drinking that awful wine.
Thanks, old friend.
Huh. Pay your tab next time, and I'll consider it.
Valthorines Elora. Valthorines Elora.
Kegan Valen. It's been some time.
Not long enough, it seems.
I assume you didn't come here for pleasantries.
I hear whispers, Aldrich. The Order of the Eternal Night. They're moving again, and you know something.
You've always been quick to accusations. This isn't your battle anymore, Kegan. You left that behind.
I didn't leave anything behind.
You don't understand, Kegan. This is beyond you. The Order has grown stronger. They found something that...
The Hearth of Eternity, isn't it?
How do you...
I'm not here to waste time, Aldrich. And if you've been hiding it or helping them...
I had no choice. Look, you think you can waltz back into my court, swinging threats like your swords. This isn't some back-alley tavern brawl, Kegan.
I do whatever the fuck I want. Now give my answers.
Listen, if you go after them, you're signing your death warrant. But there's a man. In the old catacombs beneath Valengard. He knows where they're gathering.
Next time, reply to me faster. Valthorines Elora.
You really are a fool.
Missed me already?
I should let you go. Let you march to your death like the reckless idiot you are. But I can't. Because for some reason, I still expect better from you.
That's a dangerous habit, Celine. You'll only end up disappointed.
You think this is funny? You think you can just waltz off into some doomed quest and everything will be fine?
Worked out so far.
No, it hasn't. You've barely been keeping yourself alive, Kegan. You stumble through fights like you have nothing to lose.
And I have. What's left for me to lose?
Apparently nothing.
I'll be fine, Celine.
I doubt that.
You're not going anywhere. Valengard's under lockdown. No one leaves. Not even you.
I wasn't asking.
I don't care what the king whispered in your ear. My orders stand. Turn around, or I'll drag you back myself.
You're welcome to try.
Fine. Let's see if the legend of the Valen bastard holds up.